Hey, it's Jeff and gang. Tonight, we're seeing chess.
I'm back in New York City, and now I get to see a show that's every theater nerd's dream come true. Chess has always been a show with incredible music, but no one has really figured out what to do with it. Originally premiering in London's West End in 1986, with music by Benny and Bjorn of the band ABBA, and lyrics by Tim Rice, whose album became a top 10 hit in the UK, West Germany, South Africa, and reached number 47 on the US Billboard 200 list. Most people know the song One Night in Bangkok from the show. The original production of Chess on Broadway opened in 1988 and only ran for 68 performances with 17 previews. Set during the Cold War, this musical is about a chess match between two grandmasters, one being from America and the other from Russia, the love triangle of the girl in between the two, and the government officials that manipulate the players for their own political gain. Now revived on Broadway with a star-studded cast of Aaron Tveit, Leah Michele, and Nicholas Christopher, this new production was directed by Michael Mayer, and tonight I get to see the very first preview of this new production, and I can't wait to get inside. Now, I bought my ticket the day it was released online, but here are tonight's ticket prices at the box office. And this is what you're greeted with as soon as you enter the Imperial Theater. It's also interesting because the original production of Chess on Broadway also played at the Imperial Theater. Now, I've been in this theater many times, but this is my first time sitting in the balcony, and even though the seats were kind of tight, I have to say the view was not bad at all.
It is intermission. Yes. Interesting thoughts. We're going to describe this after the show. Alright, so this was the entire set for Chess, right here. The majority of the time, the ensemble was on these benches, primarily in the first act, but not really in the second act. It was interesting. Oh, and that big red thing right there would eventually lower down onto the stage. I do enjoy all the chess pieces on the side. I thought they were LEDs, but looking at it now, I think they're actually real. Let's see, there's some more right over there.
We were being rushed out of the theater very quickly, so this is the best look at the merchandise as I was able to get. I was able to purchase my magnet, But they also had a few cool little items like that fan. They even had that little chess timer you see right there.
All right, so Chess the Musical. I have known of this score since I was a kid. I have listened to this album on repeat, both the UK version as well as the American version or the Broadway. I know every lyric by heart. I know these songs so well. When the show originally opened up, was it like in the 80s? It flopped. It not just flopped, it flopped hard. But the songs were so good. So I was so happy to hear that this revival was being made, and I was on their website the day tickets went on sale, like watching the click down to be able to buy a ticket, and managed to score one. First, let's talk about the cast. The cast is stellar. Nicholas Christopher, Aaron Trevay, and Leah Michele. You know Leah Michele from Glee, Aaron Trevay, Moulin Rouge, a million other shows. Nicholas Christopher was kind of new to me. I'm going to tell you right now, he completely stole the entire show. He was the standout performance in this one. I was expecting it to be Leah Michele. No, it was Christopher Nicholas. Make sure I got that name right. Yes, Nicholas Christopher, who was once one of the George Washingtons in Hamilton. Okay, end of Act 1. The song, I believe, was Anthem. Oh my gosh, it was his voice not just outpowered everyone else. It was the full orchestra playing at once, as loud as they possibly could. The ensemble playing as loud as they possibly could. And his voice outpowered everything. And it was just this incredible moment. But I'm going to tell you, this show was not what I was thinking it was going to be. So the orchestra was on the stage the entire time. Whenever they revealed the opening curtain and I saw that, I kind of went, It wasn't what I was thinking it was going to be. The ensemble came out and pretty much stayed on set the entire first act. And it was interesting decisions. The choreography was interesting. The direction was, but also they try to add a lot of humor into it. So there's a character of the arbiter who conducts the kind of make sure the chess matches go fair. He became the narrator of the show, and it really dumbed down the entire production, where he was literally telling you what was happening and then making really bad jokes in between. I think for an opening night, or for what I saw the first preview, it was funny, it worked, but as the show progresses, I don't know if it's going to work. This show is just a little all over the place. Now, granted, this is a first preview, and I need to specify it's nothing more than a preview. This isn't a review by any means whatsoever, because they have time to work on this show. They have time to fix it, and opening night is the true, reviewers will come and tell you their thoughts on them. But for me, and my experience, I am very happy I did it. This was the show that I made the trip to New York just to see. The music was great, and I love that they actually focus more on the music. But man, some of the dialogue, some of the jokes that the narrator made was just, I don't know, it almost insulted the audience. Yeah, what I did appreciate was they did not make in any way possible. They did not make a human chess piece and play a game with humans. That is just such an easy thing to do, and I'm very excited to say they did not do that one bit. There was not a single chessboard on the entire stage. If you're coming to New York and you're looking for a show, if you're looking for the cast, I'm like, this is a star-studded cast. Aaron Trevay singing Pity the Child was just something absolutely spectacular. Leah Michele, she did a great job. I have to say, Aaron Trevay and Nicholas Christopher completely outpowered her, which is strange to say, especially with the powerhouse of Leah Michele. And the ending of this was completely different than the original, and I really did not like it. And I don't want to spoil what it is, but I thought it just, for me, it just kind of really ruined the show. Now, the people around me had a blast, but it was also a very electric audience, an audience that was really wanting this to succeed. Act 1, man, the audience was right there with them. Act 2, the audience kind of came down a little bit, and the excitement kind of left. Except for the final chess match, and whenever it was going through the KGB and the CIA, and the arbiter narrating kind of what's happening in the chess match, and the amazing powerhouse vocals of Nicholas Christopher. That was just an incredible scene. But the rest of it was, I don't know. If you're coming to New York and you're looking for like an amazing show, I have to say there's better shows out there. And this kills me to say, because I love the music in the show so much. And I can't wait to revisit the soundtrack, because I've been avoiding it until I saw this show. It just hurts to say. But that's my experience seeing the first preview of Chess. Now remember, this is nothing more than a preview. The show's not officially open. They could completely change everything.
And I am hearing they did make some changes, so I would love to go back and revisit this show to see the changes that were made, but primarily to hear this incredible score in person again. Now, tickets are hard to get on this one, and it's just a limited engagement, so if you're wanting to see it, I would do it sooner than later. But this show is doing extremely well and pulling in a lot of revenue. I'd like to thank you for watching. Please do me a favor, hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. And gang, I'll see you at the next show.